while it may not all be sunshine and rainbows in the AFL, there is something brewing in that VFL cellar at Carlton. Momentum, a little bit of belief, and some development, which is very much needed. In a curtain raiser clash this weekend, there was plenty riding on it for the Blues fans. Will they have some development? Will there be some pride? Will any players take some opportunity? And Lemmy was the pick of the bunch in a coming of age and a statement game and a comprehensive win versus the Swans at the SCG. They were cleaner, they were hungrier, and dare I say at times classier. Let's break it all down, click that like button, hit that subscribe, and let's get in to the VFL wrap. So the Blues run out 11-9-75, winning 15-15 at 105. And after a strong first quarter, it had some classy finishes from VFL listed Ollie Poole and Lemmy. The Blues got the jump and they never looked back from there after. Midfield grunt came in the form of dominance from Hudson OKeefe in the ruck and gave the Blues constant first use. Liam McMahon, he was deadly when it counted. He chipped in with some majors and led like the co-captain oftenly does. In the second quarter, McMahon started the campaign. We had Ben Camperelli kicking his first goal and Lemmy started to grab the game by the short and curlies. From then, the Blues really ascertained control. Even when the Swans started to mount some resistance, a few turnover goals against. Alex Chincotta was in a tag role and he was deployed forward after Callum Mills was rested. He kicked a goal on his return. Lemmy was in a defensive masterclass up forward, constantly toweling up the young forwards and developing guys up at Sydney. And Billy Wilson really provided some life off the halfback line. He was exceptional down in his intercepts, but also his ability to get the Blues moving forward. By the final siren, it was a real complete performance by the Blues, and they left some goals out there in the shed, quite inefficient at times, inside 50, but the AFL boys really putting on a showcase. So let's go in to the individual players because everyone, as a team, ticked the box. So Sam Docherty then, he finished with 39 touches, 87.2% efficiency, 6 marks, 2 clearances, 10 rebound 50s, 1 inside 50, 2 tackles, 2 score involvements and 2 intercepts. And you can always count on Doc to be one of the best in the VFL. He was everywhere. He was almost marshalling that defence, acting like an old school quarterback from stoppage, marshalling the troops and really getting Carlton going on the transitional play. He completely flipped the territory battle whenever he got the ball and did it really well as well. And what was really impressive about this is he used the ball smartly and well, and you really see that he is a natural halfback. It's really good to see how the boys naturally rise with the level of what Sam Docherty does, and he'll be ready to play whenever he's called upon, but I really do like him in that development role down the back. He really does give you something that you don't often get from other types of players. Ben Camperelli then, 20 touches, 80% efficiency, 1 mark, 1 goal, 3 clearances, 4 inside 50s, 2 tackles, 3 score involvements, and 3 intercepts. Really showed that two-way running from him, and his rise will continue. It was another good outing. Some loose touches in the first half, but in that second half, he played a massive, massive part, and that cracking goal he got on the outside of his boot was brilliant. He really got the Blues driving forward. His two-way running is really apparent. Adds a bit of size on him, a touch of polish, and this guy is going to be an absolute acquisition for the Blues. Really impressed with what Ben is doing over the last couple of weeks. Harry O Farrell, one of my favourite players to watch in this. 17 touches, 82.4% efficiency, 8 marks, 4 rebounds, 7 intercepts. If you want to know what holding the line looks like, Harry O Farrell's got it. He was really strong. He really used his body well. He peeled off at the right moments. And he looked at times, he made Ethan Phillips look average. He read the play like a novel. He was really desperate as well, that desperate spoil to get the quarter at the end of the first quarter to save a goal. Defensive general, really strong. He's got a real good future in front of him. And if the Blues just keep him on the back burner and keep developing, he will be in real good stead come 2026. Harry Charleston, flying a bit under the radar, 15 touches, 80 disposal efficiency, 2 marks, 6 rebound 50s, 5 intercepts. Really liked how he was playing. He looked really clean, especially when he started to get a little bit wet. He was neat with the ball in hand, really stuck to his task well, constantly reliable, and this was probably one of his better games. I'd like to see him get a little bit more stuck in the ground ball, but very solid outing from him. The pick of the bunch, no doubt. 12 touches for Harry Lemmey, 8 marks, 7 goals too. Massive, massive. Bit of ruck relief as well. Gave the full key forward package you could ask for. He was lead up marking fantastically. His set shot looks beautiful. He scored a nice around the body finish as well. Could have had more as well. Could have had a 10 bag. He looks really, really strong. This was his best game by a long, long way. Really impressed with this. Long may it continue, because at times he looked the stellar player, and he's really making hay so far in this game of his glowing potential. More of the same, please, Lemmy. More of the same. Rob Mahad shifted roles this week, was more of a link-up player. 8 disposals, 75% efficiency, 2 marks, 1 inside 51 tackle, 3 intercepts. Clean at times, but really needs to get involved more. I said this last week. Feel like he kind of shirks, not contact, but kind of shirks getting into the mixer a little bit, getting into the hot zones. Really want to see him really, get in there, make the mistakes. I'm willing to. It feels like he's playing just within himself at the minute. It's going to be interesting what the Blues do long term with him, because he's starting to get a bit of familiarity. It just feels like you need to get into the game a little bit, Rob. But when he does have the ball, a little bit of pace there, takes the game on. Very interesting. Billy Wilson, 24 touches, 75% disposal efficiency, 9 marks, 5 rebound 50s, 6 intercepts. Playing off halfback, was an absolute jet. Looked really good. No Boyd there. He started to get a little bit more prolific ball use. His intercept work was brilliant. His ability to stay loose, the 9 marks, constantly in the right spot, and his distribution, but also his ability to go through the gears. And when the Blues needed a little bit more pace, they went with it, and he went for it. Really enjoyed this game from him. Pom Carter, he returned. We were so excited to see him. He had a real, probably a quiet game, but you could see he hadn't played for like 8 months. 13 touches, 61.5% efficiency, 1 goal, 1, 3 clearances, 3 inside 50s, 2 score involvements. He was straight back into the furnace. The tag roll at times on Callum Mills wasn't brilliant. He went to Taylor Adams, had a bit more effect there. Constant second and third efforts, but what was really top tier was when he went forward in that final quarter. Really brought that energy, brought that leadership, and really showcased that maybe he is that forward half conduit the Blues want. Really interested with how this progresses. Really liked what I saw. There were some glimpses there from Alex. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes. Hudson OKeefe, he was the sole ruck pretty much in this game, and very impressive. 17 touches, no goals, 1 behind, 9 clearances, 5 score involvements, 20 hit-outs. Really showed how to give the Blues first use. Developing rapidly, and his ruck IQ is really, really there. His second efforts, his ground ball game looks really solid, and getting the clearances as well really, really was impressive with that. I really like what I'm seeing from him here. He's really developing quite nicely. Matty Duffy, this was a real good game, this. 13 touches, 77% efficiency, 3 marks, 4 rebound 50s, 1 tackle, 6 intercepts. Looked like he'd played this game for a while now. Playing the Harry Charleston role, that is that fourth, kind of small, took some real strong intercept grabs, and there was a little bit of 40 IQ as well. Sorry, when he played Gaelic football, he had that ability to really attack. He's got that natural instinct. He's nowhere near AFL level yet, but what is nice is he looked like he was willing to get involved and make them mistakes, and that's only going to serve him well in a development avenue. I really like what I see from Matty Duffy. Ashton Moyer, 12 touches, 66.7 efficiency, 5 marks, no goals, 1 behind, 2 clearances, 3 inside 50s, 3 score involvements. He's really annoying, Ashton, when you watch him, because he shows glimpses. There's a little bit of flair there. He takes some strong grabs. He leads in the forward pocket of space really well. And around stoppages, he was a little bit of a pain in the butt for Sydney. But it just feels like he's playing within himself. He needs to really impact a bit more. At times, he kind of just goes anonymous, and it feels like he's just very languid in it. But there is a little bit of signs there that if he can string some games together, the talent is abundant. So that's 2 in a row for the VFL Blues, and this one was a real classy win. You had everything in here. Lemmey's masterclass, Docherty's class, O'Keefe's grunt. Carlton showed the blueprint of how the development needs to work, and they need to continue this now in the weeks ahead. There's a spark building there, and the AFL-listed boys really were showing that they are ready to take some responsibility and ready to cut their teeth in the VFL and try and get into the AFL the hard way. And as for Lemmy, 7 snags. It's a warning shot to them selectors if the Blues do choose to play a 3-forward system. Lemmy won't be far away in 4 or 5 weeks if he keeps doing this. Let me know what you think, who's pushing for selection, in your opinion. Let me know in the comments. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. See you soon. Pom out.
Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.